Don't know me, I am Kweku Ohene-Asare. I'm a lecturer and a professor in the University of Ghana, Legon. I'm a visiting professor in Warwick University in the UK, De Montfort University in the UK, Johannesburg University in the South Africa, as well as Stellenbosch University in South Africa. It's a pleasure to have all of you here. If you have a friend, a brother or sister, kindly tell the person to join the call. He's going to be grateful about what we're about to share with you. I'm a board member of this organization. I'll be showing you a few information that will help you consolidate your thought process. The organization is known as GotBackUp. I particularly specialize in artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotic engineering, cloud computing, and management science. That's what I do as an academic, as a lecturer, and I'm also a consultant in AI. GotBackUp is helping several people across the world. As long as they have a smartphone or they have a laptop, it's helping multiple people. It was initiated in 1997 by a group of two gentlemen, and in 2007, they relocated to the United States of America in Texas, seated on a 10,000 square feet data center. Now, those of you who were here earlier, you would have seen a little short video by the CEO of GotBackUp sharing the significance of, let me see if I can get that. Sharing the significance of GotBackUp when it began, right here. Let me just
after a few years of success in 2001. In 2007, we had so much success, we moved to San Antonio, Texas, where we are now in our 10,000 square foot data center. So what's really cool about GotBackUp, even though it's a brand new opportunity, it's backed by a company that's well over 20 years old. Aside from that, we take our cybersecurity and our storage security as number one. Rest assured, in 25 years of running a data center, we've never been hacked once, and we've never lost a single ounce of data of a customer.
All right. So let me go back to the essence of our presence. So that's a data center that the CEO spoke about. These are the people behind the organization called GotBackUp. The CEO himself, Mike, Eve, Robbie, and several people across Asia, Africa, US, America, all of them. These are the people behind the scenes. The board members, we are 9-member board of directors. I'm the only one from Africa. As you can see there, myself is on the top right. We have Randy Ostrom. He's a technical multi-millionaire guy who has multiple businesses across the United States as well as Mexico. Noelle Apt, the lady at the bottom, she is the French ambassador and as well as a European ambassador. Sylvia Fontana, Italian ambassador, as well as a European ambassador. Christian Gingras, Canadian superpowers couple. Eve, Mike, and Joel, they are the United States ambassadors. So we have all of these people who are part of the board. And we are not kidding there. We bring a lot of our expertise to the board. We meet regularly. Every Wednesday, we meet and we dilate on things that affect 165 countries in the world. So why are we here? 15 billion smartphones are currently roving around. Some of you have 2 smartphones. If you have 2 smartphones, type 2. If you have 1 smartphone, type 1. A lot of people are using so many smartphones, and others are also using laptops and iPads and tablets and so forth. And so the data is growing. Pictures are growing, videos are growing, documents, music, registry files. These things are growing at a phenomenal rate. In fact, right now, data is oil. Artificial intelligence is a new electricity in the world. The way the Arab world have become champions of oil, that is how your data has become your intellectual property right. So data is growing, and we need a place to protect these files. Your mobile phone is your everything. If you should leave the house, you forget your phone, 5-10 minutes, you come back home and come and take your phone because that phone contains your television, your radio, your bank account. The first thing you pick when you wake up from bed is your phone. The last thing you put down when you go into bed is your phone. Okay, 66% of people will look on their phone screen 160 times every day. 74% of people use their phone in the toilet. If you are one of them, you can just type 1. Okay, many people have become so dependent on the mobile phone that the mobile phone has become their girlfriends, their boyfriends, their husbands, and their wives. Unfortunately, 45% of cell phone users have damaged their phone and lost their data. A laptop is stolen every 43 seconds. A phone is stolen every 43 seconds. And you know, when these things are stolen, the person will tell you, my problem is not with the phone. My problem is with the data, the information in the phone. That is more important than even the phone itself. Well, GotBackUp is here to sort out that. So that's the first global trend. GotBackUp is helping people all around the world to handle this. How? Well, GotBackUp is a cloud storage department. It's just like Google Drive, Dropbox, iCloud, WeTransfer, OneDrive, all of them. But GotBackUp beats them 16 times, and I'll show you some of these beatings. Take, for example, the price. GotBackUp will give you 6,000 terabytes, just like the others might do. But GotBackUp will charge you $99.97 a year. That is less than 11,000 cedis, 11,100 cedis a year. So GotBackUp is cheap, even though it's giving a lot of value. But that is not the only thing. There's even something more. If you compare it with Google Drive will charge you 3 times the price. Dropbox will charge you more than 3 times the price. iCloud will charge you 4 times the cost of what GotBackUp will charge you. iCloud will give you a free terabyte of just 5 gigabytes. Google Drive will give you 15. Beyond that, people are tempted to delete their data. Why do you want to delete? Because they don't want to buy. But what if you have an unlimited space? Then in that case, you are fine. And that is one thing GotBackUp provides. That's not the only thing. Okay. You have a multiple operating system you can put your information on. If you have Windows, MacBook, Huawei, Samsung, iCloud, iPhone, any device on this planet, you can put your GotBackUp on it. You see, that's not like that with iCloud. For you to use iCloud, you must have an iPhone. Else you cannot use iCloud or MacBook. And that is why GotBackUp is universal. Whether you're using Windows, Android, iCloud, iPhone, it doesn't matter. You can use it. And that's why a lot of people are using the GotBackUp. The backing up of your files is automatic. It will clone your entire laptop, your entire phone, your entire iPad, and you can have. In fact, you can have unlimited devices. So you can install it on this phone, you can install it on that phone, you can install it on that laptop, iPad. If you have 20 phones, you can install GotBackUp on all of them. If you have 1,000 laptops, you can install GotBackUp on all the 1,000 laptops. That's unique. It's beautiful. You can access your files anywhere. I have my laptop back in the UK. I access it right here in Ghana. Okay, so it's very, very useful. You can access all your data anywhere in the world. Even if you don't have that machine with you, you can access it there. But there's more. Security is tight. Security is the tightest. You remember what the CEO was saying some few minutes ago? There was a video on security that is actually there that shows how powerful. Let me see if I can get to you a bit of that video. That shows how powerful. This is a this video talks a little bit about security.
In feedback of our members that helps us to improve and move forward in the right direction. We also understood the importance of the data safety and user-friendly interface that anybody, regardless of the skills, will have a seamless experience using our platform.
Okay, so there are a lot of information about security. Security is a very important thing. And GotBackUp uses a security system known as a military-grade encryption and security. I want to see if I can get a video on security. So the CEO was talking about security here. Okay, so let me show you.
The thing I want to explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get in.
Okay, so let's move on. He also spoke about something in case the building in the United States should collapse. Does it mean your data is gone? Okay, I teach data governance and I teach data security in the University of Ghana. And it's very important to to be part of an organization that secures your data 100%. They use a security system which is known as military grade. It's the same security system the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency, and the MIS will use in the United States to protect the wet list. It's the same security the Russian Secret Service also use. This is the same security that Google and Amazon have been using. Listen to the CEO as he talks briefly about how secured our files, your files, and your data is all over the world.
Server room, guys, this is where all the magic happens. So, couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So, as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here.
Okay, so now let's listen briefly to what he says in case there is Armageddon, in case there is tsunami, in case the entire building should collapse. And does it mean that your data is gone? Does it mean that your data can never be achieved again? What is really happening in case there is a fire suppression system, in case there is a data loss, in case of any of this?
If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect of security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security. It's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come.
All right. So that's what I just wanted you to see. Now let me take you back to the essence of our presence here. GotBackUp is a secure environment. It is seated on a 10,000 square feet data center. So how do you use it? What are the other benefits? I'm taking you live to my system of GotBackUp, live, what is happening right now. And what you're about to see will blow your mind. Suppose you become a member of GotBackUp and you become a strategic partner. You will have your username. My username is on the top right here. Okay, and you would download the app right here. Okay, once you click on digital tools, you click on GotBackUp, you click on use this tool. Once you click on use this tool, you will be able to download the software right on your laptop or your iPhone. In fact, when you come to this section here, okay, you see I've used 33%. I've installed this on about 6 laptops and about 5 mobile phones. You can install the Windows version. You can install the MacBook version, or you can go to Apple Store and get the iCloud version, iPhone version, and then you can also get the Android version. So whichever version, you can put it on all of them, okay? Once you install it, you come, anytime you want to see the files that you have downloaded. Remember, this is happening behind the scenes, and it's live. Anytime something comes onto your phone, it takes it there. And you have 6,000 gigabytes, so there's no way you're going to be short of data. Okay. Now, suppose you want to see the files you've downloaded. You can have all of them here. See them, edit them, delete them, whichever ones you want to delete, you can do that. And you can have access to the ones that you want to have right there. So your data is highly secured and you have access to all the necessary things that will come in. I'll come back here. Let me take you back. You can use GotBackUp for other things. Let me show you one of the things you can use it for. Let's assume that you want to send a bulk email to 20,000 people and you want them to get the same message, but you don't want them to think that you are the one sending the same message to them. So you want them to feel that the communication is personal. The automation will, so you can set it up in such a way that it will mention the name of the person. It will say that, hello, Ajoa, hello, Kofi, hello, Bismarck, hello, Johnny. Each person will have his own name as if you are privately sending the message to the person, but you are actually sending the message to tens of thousands of people at the same time. You know, that sort of message you get from MTN, when it is time for holidays. You can set up that. In fact, you can even automate some messages and say that I want this message to go to all my friends, all my clients, all my people every Monday at 7 o'clock. And every Monday, 7 o'clock, the message will leave your system and it will go to them. This is $500 in Gmail, if you use Gmail. And yet in GotBackUp, this is free. It's incredible. It's all part of the $99.97, not monthly, but a year. And yet in Gmail or Google, this is $500 every month. Okay. But then you also have other addendums. There's something we call memory place. Let's assume that you go to a wedding, a funeral, an outdooring, a graduation ceremony. You take pictures and videos. You can tell everybody who takes the picture and video to go to a certain page. Once they click on the page, it will allow them to upload every picture and video they took. Everybody will do it, and then you will have access to everything. And you can now send one link to each one of them, and they can also have access to all the album together with the music playing. Okay, all this you can have that is known as memory place. In fact, you even have Viduba. Viduba, you can sit down, do a video instead of sending the video to Facebook. Then when you finish, come and send the video to Instagram. You can press one thing and it will send to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, all of them at the same time without having to press them one by one. This is all part of the addendum that one can have. Now, let's look at the other benefits of GotBackUp. GotBackUp is the only cloud storage in the world that is allowing people to discover themselves. You see, right now, a lot of people are working on their phone and laptop from everywhere in the world. People are doing their jobs. It's fantastic. It's good to do your job. I'm a lecturer, I'm a professor. You are a banker, you're a teacher, you are an engineer, you are doing great things. These jobs are fantastic. But if you continue to do the same job every time without having something in addition, dark times can happen and dark moments can slap you. In fact, COVID-19 has shown that you can't rely on just one job for the rest of your life. Because, for example, if you take it today, if you work more than your boss, will you earn more than your boss? Unless he's dead, but he's not dying this year or next year. So there's no way that will ever happen. So if you really want to be able to up your game, you must have something you control, not something that controls you all the time. And that's, you see, a lot of people don't normally understand this fact until life hit them. I know a certain millionaire into real estate, and I was telling him, you can't just depend on real estate thinking that everything is cool. During the COVID, the real estate plummeted. This man needed big income and he could not get. Even when you have businesses, you can't depend on one business for the rest of your life. Dark times can slap you, eh? For example, if you ask yourself, suppose you get an emergency call telling you that they need an emergency 15,000 cedis right now to take care of your loved one, else the person is going to die in 4 hours. Will you be able to get that $15,000 or $10,000? Will you be able to pull out that income? If you cannot, it means that you are relying on just one thing. Okay, you need to have another thing that can save you in times of crisis. And that is why, even though I'm doing my job, I had an open mind to have a look at this project, which today is my everything now. Take, for example, according to CNN, 42% of Americans have businesses they do in addition to their normal job. There are about 3,038 billionaires in the world, and 99.2% of them are all businessmen and women. Ladies and gentlemen, the businessmen and women are the movers and shakers of the economy. You don't need to be a doctor or professor to be able to do that. Sometimes we go to school, we learn and even learn unnecessary things. Tan theta, cos theta, pi r squared, the pass of a grasshopper. Things we don't even use in real life. Kwame Despard is not a professor. Coco King is not a doctor. Kennedy Japan is not a professor. Dangote is not a professor. Bill Gates is Harvard's most successful dropout. No matter how okay you are, no matter how successful you may be already, have a backup. Dark times can happen. And that is why GotBackUp is helping multiple people. Let me show you how one can benefit apart from the service. And then apart from the value we'll talk about in terms of the community, let me show you the finances within this industry that you can tap into. Last year, in 2025, the industry made $766 billion. Now, it's been projected that by the year 2035, the industry of the cloud storage will be making $3.5 trillion. Now, guess what? The owners are not even up to 30 all over the world. One of the owners is the one I work with, and that person is Joel Therian, the CEO of GotBackUp. Okay. And he's the only one among the entire industry who says that he wants you and I to be part of it so that we can share the income every day, and every month. I'm going to show you some of the income people on this course. Some are earning every month and some are earning every day. That will blow your mind, ladies and gentlemen. But please note that this part of the program is not by force. I've already explained how powerful, wonderful, incredible GotBackUp services. Look, even without the income you can earn for free, okay, you get a service that is so 15 times more powerful than iCloud, Dropbox, or Google Drive. So the service is still big, okay, but the income will make it even bigger. So how can one take GotBackUp as his income? Now, the first thing to do is that you're not going to be selling this to anybody. Yours is not to go about lecturing, selling, and talking to people. No, that's not what you do. The simple approach to doing GotBackUp, I'm about to show you. But before I do that, please know that we are already in 165 countries. It started in the United States of America. Right from the US, it went to Canada. Then from there, it went to Mexico. And Ghana became country number 82, as you can see on the top left here. I started Ghana. And when I started Ghana, some friends told me that, oh, it won't go anywhere. And yet today, from 82, it's gone to 165. How many countries are there in the world? 195. And already, GotBackUp is in 165 countries. It actually opened the door in 2003, in the month of April. Just from 2003 up to this time, the organization is just 3 years old and it's already in 165 countries. Okay, how do you get started and how do you earn income? First thing to do is this. You have to buy the software and put it on your mobile phone, put it on your laptop, your iPad, and any device that you may have. That's the first thing. Install it. We have multiple videos that will show you how to install it. Please remember, you don't need to have computer knowledge. This is for anybody. My mother is 91 years and she's using this and it's part of the program. Okay, so you don't need any knowledge. It is for both young and old, educated, uneducated, schooled or non-schooled. You know, it doesn't matter the gender, the race, the color. It doesn't matter. Anybody can be part of this program. Okay. Now, the next thing to do is you don't need to be lecturing people. You don't need to be selling this thing to people. In fact, we even have an artificial intelligence system. All you got to do is to click and send, and it will connect people to you to be part, for them to be part of the program. What you basically want to do is to learn. That is a foundation. Learn how the software is working. Learn the value and the knowledge that you will get from the community. There's so much knowledge. For example, okay, I'll talk about this towards the end, okay? Now, once you are learning this, every day you want to make a phone call to people you already know. Now, people you don't know, don't worry. The artificial intelligence system will scan your social media if you throw that thing there, and we'll give it to you how to do it. Once you send the link out there, the AI system will direct people all over the world to come to your link. But the people you know, this is what you tell them. Tell them that you have an incredible news for them. They will ask you, what is the news about? Tell them that you have experts who will tell them about the good news. Your job is done. Every day, make a phone call to about 2 to 5 people. Tell them that, look, Bismarck, I have an incredible news for you. Would you like to know about it? Once they say yes, you connect them to us. We have every day, we have people that will be talking to them for you. Yours is to connect them to us. We will educate them for you. We will explain things to them for you. We will help them for you. And once they have an understanding, they have a choice to get a software. See, they are already using a smartphone. The phone can be lost, and they will be so pained not to have gotten a cloned phone, which is what the cloud storage will give you. And so once we explain things to them, some will not join immediately. Some will take some time, but it doesn't matter. Some will join immediately. Once they start coming on board, you will get 7 different incomes. Some of the incomes are daily. In fact, only one income is daily. The other income, the other 6 incomes, you will earn them every month. And I'm about to show you some of the incomes, and some of them are very, very interesting. Now, let's take the first income. Okay, these are the 7 incomes. Let's take the first one. The first income is just $50 per person per day, if you do what I'm just saying every day. So every day you try and connect at least 2 people, and then we educate them for you. You can get 20 people. You can get 100 people, okay? The more is better. Once we educate them, they are going to now think and make a decision. Now, once they get a software, the company will pay you $50 every day. This is just income number 1. Imagine you are making $50 a day. I don't make $50 a day. I don't make $100 a day. I make more than that a day. Okay. But let's assume that you're making $50 a day. That is about $1,500 every month. That is over 17,000 Ghana cedis every month. That is a big income, more than the average medical doctor in the country. It's worth it. And yet, that is the beginning. Now, please note that it's not automatic that once you become a partner to GotBackUp, you're going to get this income. No, there is a work to do, which I've explained. Once you do that work, and of course, also learning, once you learn and you do that action that I just said, and you have the patience, you will be earning these things every single day. But then there's another income you'll get, and this is the biggest one. You see, the system works in such a way that whilst you are doing your part, everyone all over the world is also doing their part. So every month, the company generates an income of 100%. The company would take 75% of the 100% and will send it out to all of us. All of us who are working. And those that are working more are paid more. There's an income which is known as cycle income here. This cycle income you get, and you get paid between $50 and $1 million a month, depending on how many people have worked in the system for that particular month. There is another income you get, which is known as generational income. Generational income is not paid to everybody. It is paid to those who have reached the level of gold and above. They are the ones who will be getting generational income. There is another income known as cycle match. For me, this is one of the biggest income. Cycle match is an income which is paid not based on what others are doing, but based on what you are doing. Please remember these 2 incomes here, the cycle match, okay, the cycles, okay. What you got to do is that you are earning an income from what others are doing. So let's assume that you have registered like 20 people, and someone in Brazil has registered 200 people, and the person is in your system. What's going to happen is that every month you are going to be paid based on your 20 people plus that person's 200 people. That's an incredible income. I'm about to show you some of these income. Some of them will blow your mind. And I'm going to show only the income of Ghanaians, the people I know in Ghana. Okay, I'm going to show you how some of them are benefiting. The third income I spoke about, the cycle match, is an income which is paid to you based on what you alone are doing. Let me give you an example. For you to earn that income, you got to be a sapphire and above. Let's assume that you have 10 people. Each one of them is making $1,000 every month. 10 people. Okay. Every single month, if you are a sapphire, you will be paid 25% of each of them, their 1,000. You'll be paid 25% of that. And 25% of 1,000 is 250. And if they are 10, like I said, you'll be getting 250 times 10, which is 2,005 every month. Remember, this income has nothing to do with the first one that I spoke about, the bonus. It has nothing to do with this second one, the cycles, okay, that you'll be getting. It has nothing to do with the generational income you'll be getting. It has nothing to do with the dynamic compression income that you'll be getting. This is a separate income that you'll be getting every month. Now, that is because you are a sapphire. Now, what does it mean to be a sapphire? What it simply means is that you have helped 50 people. Whether you know them or you don't know them, you have helped 50 people, okay? Now, but if you are at where I am, okay, you will not get 25% of that income. The same $1,000, you'll be getting 100%. What this means is that if you have helped 10 people and each one of them is making $1,000 every month on their cycles, the company will give you that same money for free on each one. So if you have 10 people, you get $10,000 every month on those 10 people. That is if you have that. Now, I already have over 100 people. Okay, right now, I have over 100 people. Okay, that means that if I should help each of those 100 people to be getting $1,000 on their cycles, I will be getting over $100,000. I mean, it doesn't mean that this is happening, but it just tells you the possibility. And when you see the incomes I'm about to show you now, you would understand why it is so possible to. We haven't gotten anywhere. GotBackUp just started. The total number of people in Africa are very, very few. Very small number of people are aware of GotBackUp in Africa. We are not even up to 3,000. We just got to know about it. It doesn't mean that it hasn't been around. It's been around for a long time, but people are now beginning to become aware. Anyway, it's been around for companies for the past 27 years, but it was just 2023 that they opened the floodgate for individuals instead of companies alone. Okay. Now, let me summarize before I show you some of the benefits people are getting. GotBackUp is the best cloud storage right now in the world in terms of price, value right now. You can use it for emailing system. You can use it for bulk email. You can use it for personalized email. You can use it for automated email. Every single time you want to send an email, you can use it for automated email. Now, let me show you something. I wanted to show you this long ago. Okay. Let me show you my cloud storage, some of the devices I have backed up. I have backed up this laptop. I've backed up that laptop. I've backed up this laptop. I've backed up that laptop, multiple of them. And then when it comes to mobile phones, okay, it has cloned multiple mobile phones for me. Okay, all of these are different mobile phones that have been cloned. You can see all the files that you have downloaded, pictures, videos, document, pictures, videos, document. You can see all of them here every single day, every single time, every single day. You have documents, you have documents, you have documents upon documents. You can have all of them here. Now, let's assume that you have a particular document, okay? And this document, let me just open one document because see, one beautiful thing about GotBackUp is the ability to talk to it. You can talk to the software and it will type everything for you in a word, even if you don't have Microsoft Office, okay? So let's say that, and this is called plugin, it's called a speech. You can input a speech. I'm about to demonstrate that. Let's say I want to say something. And I want to say something like this. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a wonderful day having all of you here this afternoon. You see what it just did? It just typed everything I said. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a wonderful day having all of you here. I don't know whether you guys can see what I'm seeing. Can you see? Please, can you confirm if you can see, on the screen? If you can see, just let me know. Yes. Okay. All that I said has been typed. You see it here. Okay. And it has typed everything that I indicated. Let me be sure whether you can see. Can you see? Fantastic. Okay, it's typed everything. Now, suppose you want it to read for you. It will read those things. In fact, it can even convert whatever you want to say into another language. Okay, suppose you want to type. You see what I have here? Sometimes you have to take the hardest decisions. I can go here and then you can select a language, and then it will pick all the languages for you. I don't know. Okay. It will pick all the languages, and then it will translate. Oops. Okay. It will translate the language right there for you. Okay. This language is right now German. So that's what you see there. If you also wanted to read, you can click here. I think I have so many things happening now. Okay. Let me stop that. You can let it read everything that you want it to read for you so that you can see and hear whatever thing that is going on. Okay. I think that, and you can, of course, let it read in any particular language, tone that you want it to do. And then it will do that also for you. I think I've opened so many items here, so it's taking some bit of time. But you can do all of that for you. You can even do YouTube insertion, edit them, okay? And you can do background plugins, all of these things. There's an AI here. There's an AI here. You can do AI, create an AI assistant. You see, I've created an assistant for myself called Kweku, myself. Okay, you can do translations here. You can change the translation. You can do Grammarly check-ins and everything. All of these are there for you. Okay, let me take you back to where we were before. You will also have unlimited devices. You can create a lead capture system. You can do photo editing, file editing, speak to type. There's this thing that GotBackUp is giving. And those of us in Africa, we are giving this for free. And this is worth $10,000, okay? But it's being given out for free. And it's known as mentorship. You will get training on value creation, training on wealth creation, training on investment principle, training on communication, training on leadership. These are think tank, multi-millionaires, achievers who have built these courses for free for only the members of GotBackUp. You will have all of this. There's a community development, a community leverage that you will have, personal development. Ladies and gentlemen, you will learn how to become more, do more, and have more. You will not get this anywhere. This is a whole university system that you can have. Okay, so how do you get started? You can just get a service without being part of the program. And the service is just $99 for a year. Every other year, you renew it, finish. Or you can choose to get a $119.97 every year, and then you can become a member and earn the money every time. You see, that money, I paid this money, and I got the money back within 2 hours because I was hungry. I took this to the whole level. Within 2 hours, I've already made $480. Okay. But the good thing is that you don't lose the money because you are going to get a service, which is way more than the one that somebody would have paid more for in Google Drive or iCloud. So you still don't lose anything. And then, of course, you can earn the money if you want to be part of the program. You can make the money back as well. So I want you to look at your life right now, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes when people see these great things, they think it's not real. I quite remember 4 professors told me it's not real. One said it's fake. One said it's not real. One said it's Namuan Patre. The human mind is the most unexplored continent in the universe. Those 4 professors, 2 years down the line, when I showed them the income I'm about to show you, some of them were in tears. In fact, one of them could not even believe. He said it was juju. You got to take chances. You got to take chances. Sometimes the chances you take, the people you meet, the faith you have, that's what's going to define you, not what somebody thinks. You have a dream. You got to protect that dream, not what someone is saying. We are all doing great work, believe it or not. For example, there are over 300 doctors and professors within GotBackUp. In Ghana alone, we have over 6 millionaires. And we have over 9 ministers of state who are part of this. It can't be a joke. And by the way, how much is $119.97? That is chicken feed. That is 1,500 Ghana cedis. Chicken feed, nothing. What you will get, the value you get, the who you become, the person you become. Money can't buy that. Okay, so you got to think deep and look at your life right now. In fact, as I'm speaking, the company is sending those who will qualify, those who will be able to register 25 people, he's sending you and I to a prestige experience. Go and relax. Fully paid. In addition, you are being given $1,250. Go and relax, not you alone, no. You and your significant other, your husband or wife. Go and relax your tattered body on an island of cuisine. Relax your tattered body and drink your pina colada to chill yourself. Fully paid. Some people have worked for so many companies and they've not had the company even send them to a corner. Some people don't travel. Or they go to Accra, Accra, Bando. It's time for you to travel out, to go and experience the beauty of God's creative powers and praise the greatness of God. GotBackUp is giving you that opportunity for free. And this is very, very important thing for you. So do whatever you can. Look at your life. Okay, these are the leaders that we have in Africa. Some of them have reached levels that are unimagined. Look carefully and you will see incredible achievers already. People who are professors, people who are doctors, people who are ministers, people who are engineers, both people in Accra, people in Ghana, and people in Nigeria, people in the US, Canada, Australia, Japan, all of them, they are all taking this on a new level. You know why? Because this device, this phone, this laptop is never going to go anywhere. And as long as people are using this project is sustainable. The word fear is an acronym. Fear. It stands for false evidence appearing real. Sometimes when people see things they have been praying for, and God now opens the door for them, they are afraid. They don't take action. They think it's one of those things. They think anything that is going to help people, sometimes the first thing that comes into their mind is negative. These are the incomes of people. Some of them on this call are making monthly. You have a choice. Sometimes you pray for things to change. No, it's not going to change. For things to change, you have to change. For things to get better in your life, you got to get better. Things are not going to get better when you have not accepted that you have to get better. Okay? During the same COVID-19, while some were complaining that COVID has brought their life down, others were thanking God. COVID has brought their life up. With GotBackUp, you are standing on your acre of diamonds. You are 3 feet down your gold. You have a choice. Don't be forced to do this, but here is the truth. Whether you do this or not, people are going to do this. You know why? Oh, sorry. People are going to do this, and the reason why they are going to do this is simply because people have looked at their life and they see that they need things. For example, I know this doctor who has been working so many years and all he's getting is 9,000 Ghana cedis. Sometimes we learn and even learn unnecessary things and do PhD. By the way, PhD means permanent head damage. We learn so many things and we forget that the people, the makers of civilization, it is not too much academic learning. Sometimes it's value creation. And if you need to take the opportunity and you become part of the GotBackUp, you can at least make $1,000 a month, even if you don't make these big bucks, even if you don't make this big income. Someone is making 8,300. This was just in, which month? 2025. Okay, this month of 2026. Okay, where is some? Okay, 2025, 2026, 2020. People are making this income. Okay, these days people don't even want to show their income because it can be too big and some people don't believe it. But look at your life. Look at your life. If you continue to do what you are doing right now for 10 years, will you earn 50,000 Ghana cedis? If not, add this one to your job you're doing. Spend 1 hour a day on this and spend 8 hours a day on your job. Give yourself 5 years and you will see the difference. You are the Alpha and Omega of your life. You maneuver your life. If there's ever been a time God might be speaking through your life, you never know. This might be it. So ladies and gentlemen, please speak to the person who gave you this link. Tell the person that, look, I've listened enough. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to just give myself I hear you guys say it's just 1,005 Ghana cedis. Okay? 1,005 Ghana cedis for a whole year. Oh. People buy even Uber for 90,000 and then it will take them 4 years to get back their income. And here I'm getting done. I will just give it a shot. Just give it a shot. Start. But when you start, don't stay and fold your arms. Come here, seek help. Let us help you to build your life around this and give yourself just a year or two. For 2 years, you may be tempted to fire your boss because you will make more than the income that you're making. Some of us are making more than 5 times our salary, more than 6 times our salary because we took this seriously. Okay. If you are good already in life, then that's fine. Then this is not for you. But if people depend on you, I'm telling you, this is for you because you can bring them into this project. Even if you don't want to do, give it to your children, give it to your friends, give it to your family. Let them do this because they're going to be thankful to you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a question, please put the question in the chat there and let us address them. Okay, that is going to help most of you. Okay, somebody says he doesn't see me. Is that true? That you don't see me? Do you see my screen? I think you should see me. Do you see my screen? Do you see my screen? Now I'm going to show you a final video, a video that this is just 60 seconds video. This video is going to summarize everything that we have been discussing, everything that we have been talking about. It will put it together in just 60 seconds. And then you watch this video. After that, if you have a question, you can ask and then we'll address that question.
Imagine this. You wake up one morning, pour yourself a cup of coffee, and suddenly your computer just won't turn on. A dark cloud.
Let me just start. Let me just show the screen. So this video will give you a summary of everything that we have done. Just watch this. And after that, if you have any question, please put it there.
Imagine this. You wake up one morning, pour yourself a cup of coffee, and suddenly your computer just won't turn on. A dark cloud of dread suddenly looms over you because you can't remember the last time you backed up your work. And what about all your photos, your business documents, basically your entire digital life? Gone. Scary, right? Once those files are gone, they're gone for good. Unless you had a backup plan in place. That is where GotBackUp comes in. GotBackUp is your personal, automatic, 24/7 cloud backup service and more. Set it up once and it quietly works in the background, backing up your photos, videos, and documents automatically. It's the ultimate set and forget solution. With an internet connection, you can access your files anytime, anywhere, from unlimited devices, all synced to your ultra-secure cloud. Need to share something? GotBackUp makes it easy with its Collaborate and Share feature. Share a work presentation, a family photo gallery, or an important document with password-protected links and expiration dates. You're always in control. And your data? It's locked away with state-of-the-art 256-bit encryption, the same technology banks use, so you can relax knowing your files are safe. All this for just $99.97 a year. Your subscription even covers you and up to 5 family members, sharing a massive 6 terabytes or 6,000 gigabytes of storage space. That's a lot of memories. But here's the part no other cloud service offers. With GotBackUp, you can also choose to earn income wherever you are in the world. Join as a strategic partner for just $20 a year, plus your subscription, and earn up to 75% recurring revenue shares as you help us educate others about this project and impact lives. That's unlimited earning potential, sharing something people already need. This is a no-brainer. Protect your memories, grow your income, impact society with your value, and rest easy because GotBackUp has your back. So what are you waiting for? Get started today.
So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Get started today. Get started today. So, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that make many people lose, you were created in the image of a creator whose creativity in his creation is creative. You deserve abundance. Everything God has done is an abundance. Okay, God created everything abundantly. He made the heaven abundant. The earth is abundant. The land is abundant. The sea is abundant. The value you bring to the marketplace is supposed to be abundant. So what do you think God wants you to have? Small, tiny, or abundance? So that is the reason why sometimes when you feel that you are having little, you should not entertain that. You should not think that, oh, it's okay. Okay. And sometimes a lot of people see great opportunities like this and they don't want to take action. They feel that, oh, I have enough, I'm okay. Sometimes some people say that, oh, money is not everything. But they wake up in the morning at dawn, bleed, okay? I've seen people, somebody die because of 2,800 Ghana cedis to do a surgery and they can have, okay? And I got to know that that is the reason why the woman died. 2,800 and just that life is gone. So have a backup. Check Genesis chapter 2 verse 11 and you see that God put gold in the Garden of Eden for Adam and Eve who didn't even need it. So you deserve to have more. So you look at your life right now. If you're okay with all that you have, that's okay. Then this is not for you. But if you are not, take this to a new level. All you got to do in this project is that aside your work, every day, make a call to 2 people minimum. Tell them you have an incredible thing for them. And let us educate them for you. Your job is done. Do that again every day, the next day, every day. Do that for a whole year and watch what happens. Watch what happens. And you will see you will make more than your salary. Just 2 people a day, consistently for 365 days. Okay. And that is the difference. That is what makes, you know, a lot of people actually do well. Please remember, ladies and gentlemen, life does not reward you according to your wish. Life rewards you according to the quality of your thought. Okay. Everything that you have been dreaming of in life is there for you. Okay. You were created in an image of God. So it means that you deserve, if God is happy, you should be happy. If God is having abundance, you should have an abundance. So see yourself as a replica, a reflection of God. He wants you to be happy. And Eve living in your own house, instead of renting and quarreling, if living in your own house is going to make you happy, do you think God would be sad that you are working to build your own house or sending your children to one of the great schools you want to send? And that will make you happy. Do you think God will be unhappy of your happiness of doing something good like that? Okay, so whatever, look at your life, whatever you got to do to make things better, this is the time. Don't wish and hope things will be better. You got to take an action. And the good thing is that I do this in the house. I do this when I'm driving. I do this in the toilet. I do this in the kitchen. I do this everywhere because everything we do is on the mobile phone. Do this. Your family is about to thank you. Do this. Your children will thank you. You see, in the year 2035, your children will come to you and they will tell you that, Mommy, Daddy, I heard that there was something called GotBackUp some time ago, about 9 years ago. Did you hear about it? So, yes, so I even attended one of the Zooms. But at that time, I didn't really, the guy didn't convince me inside my macho. That's what you're going to tell your child. Your child might look at you and say, Mom, Dad, why? You've disappointed us. Because the thing is that, see, you know how Facebook started? It started just in 2004, February 4th. When Mark Zuckerberg called 5 friends in Harvard dormitory and told them, they were laughing at him. Today, Mark Zuckerberg is billionaire number 5. Those that stood with him, those 5 friends, 2 of them stood with him. They are doing very well, billionaires. My point is that technology is something you can't joke with. Technology is the fastest growing industry in the world. Check it in Google. And so when you get something about technology like what we have here, and you want to joke with it, no, then you don't understand how the world is moving. The top 10 companies, 8 of them are into technology. So this is not going to go away. For this to go away, then Google must vanish in the world. For this to go away, then there must be no Facebook. Because Facebook is all about data. There must be no Instagram. There must be no WhatsApp. In fact, there must be no phone or laptop. And as long as there's a mobile phone, there are laptops, there are iPads, we are in business. It's a promise. And you got to be fast at this before someone overtakes you. Because someone is praying to God to have the opportunity that you have right now. Don't blow it. Don't you dare blow it, because you've been doing that over the years and life hasn't been the way you wanted. Give this one a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you very much indeed. It's been a real pleasure having you. Speak to the person who has invited you here and tell that person, just get me started. And then you'll be added to our WhatsApp group page. You'll be added to our Facebook page. You'll be added to our Telegram page. And you will see people you probably were your friends who are also there. And then you will learn, you will connect with people, you will build networks with people that you will get to know, accomplished people like yourself. You get to know people and you can add that to your value. Thank you all very much indeed. It's been a pleasure having all of you. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you tomorrow. For those of you who are members, we'll be meeting for our daily method of operation. So please get ready. We'll meet our daily method of operation for tomorrow. And then we'll be working towards Sunday. Every Sunday, 3 p.m., we meet physically. Other than that, every day we meet on Zoom. Thank you for your day. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.